second guessing yourself and not sure what's going on, it could be that you have reached that time of life where those hormones are affecting how you feel about yourself. So my name's Tracy Montgomery, and I talk about all things menopause, midlife, and all that comes with this turbulent time. So what could be going on? We can all have periods in our life where we don't feel ourselves, where our self-esteem takes a big knock and a big kick, and we're not too sure what's happening. Now, a lot of this can be external factors, things that are going on around us. And boy, when you hit menopause and those hormones are having that little joke and they're packing up their suitcases and they're on their way out the door, that can really affect your self-esteem. There is so much going on and so much happening at this time in our lives that it is really difficult for us to get a grip of things and to keep our self-esteem in check. So what could be happening? We can be talking to ourselves and about the situation in the negative. Now, you'll often hear people that go, oh, I've gone through that. Oh, I'm glad I'm out the other side. Because guess what? Those hormones that are, as I've just said, putting all their little things into the suitcase, things, that's not very technical, isn't it? Getting ready to leave home, so to speak, can play havoc in how you feel about yourself. Not only could you not be looking as good as you used to do, there are certain factors, certain effects that those hormones can have on how we look that can then have a knock-on effect onto our self-esteem, and they can make us feel really low and start judging how we feel about ourselves. So, what are a couple of little tips and tricks that we can use to help with our self-esteem through this stage? So, let's look at some of the facts. Facts are that those hormones that have caused us a little bit of upset every month since we were 12, 11, 14, have now decided that they are going to cause more trouble on their way out. Their swan song, if you like. So, as they diminish in their hold on you, it means that other things start to happen, and it can become quite overwhelming and quite all-encompassing. We might feel that we aren't worthy, that nobody is going to consider us, nobody wants to talk to us, nobody is going to give us the time of day. We can self-talk ourselves into this low feeling. So, what can we do to stop ourselves getting stuck on this spiral of downward thoughts? There are a few things that we can do, and that's what we're going to discuss and talk about now. So let's think. The facts. We know that hormones can have a huge effect on how we feel about ourselves. We also know that the average age for perimenopause, that's the bit when those hormones are messing around, is 52. So that's the average age. Doesn't mean to say that because you are younger than that or older than that, that you are not having these little problems or maybe big problems with your hormones. When we look at statistics, we can only look at what is in front of us. So you could be starting sooner. Let's also discuss the average length of time that these hormones are going to affect us. It can be anything from a couple of weeks to years, even been reported up to 10 years. So now we can start seeing how this can become quite a devastating and debilitating time for many. So what do we need to do? Once we've realised that it is a hormonal influence, we can start to rationalise how we can control that. Now, I say rationalise and I underline it because part of the problem with the hormones at the moment, with their diminishing responsibility, if you like, and their effects becoming less stringent, we can develop things like brain fog. So not only do we know that we can get these type of symptoms like brain fog at this time, we can also then start thinking that they are going to affect how we behave. So our self-esteem and how we perceive and look after ourselves can become quite overbearing and overwhelming. So let's think about what we can do to alleviate this. The brain fog can be quite a big issue. I've had conversations with people, friends, people I've been for dinner with, people whose homes I've been into, and I haven't been able to remember their name, haven't been able to put together where I know them from. I know them, but then I've got a disconnect. It's been a disconnect. That's that brain fog that's working. And what happens sometimes is you'll have these conversations with people that you know them quite well. You walk away and maybe an hour later, maybe a couple of days later, you'll suddenly go, that was. Now that can be quite overwhelming. So what can we do? The easiest and first thing that we can start to do is realise that this is a transitional phase. Next thing that we can do, just to help us along, is make sure that our day ahead is all planned out. So you will notice that in the description below, there's a little link to have a little chat. And I can signpost you to where you can get planners and start getting your day organised so that you either write it down or you put it on your devices so that you can track what you're doing, and then that takes the stress out of here so that you can then start to relax a little bit more. So, as I say, my name is Tracy Montgomery. I talk about all things menopause, midlife, and all that goes with it. I hope what I've just said to you has been useful. And if you'd like me to talk about other content, other topics within this field that are causing you issues, drop me a message in the comments below and I will add that to my itinerary. I will talk to you soon. Bye for now.